Good afternoon, Patriots. Okay, I have some news here that I cannot confirm what exactly happened, but there is a video clip that I'm going to show you of someone who was there and filmed it and has some idea of what just went down. This was from Wednesday, January 27th, 12:30, U.S. military at the White House arresting Congress. And I'm guessing this was last night. Special operations units, including 4,000 deputized National Guard soldiers, remember they did that, acting as U.S. Marshals. And U.S. Marshals, remember, are the only ones that can arrest federal employees like the president, have served indictments on or were about to arrest 67% of Congress. Early Monday morning, January 25th, between 3 and 6 a.m., military vans, buses, and police cars, along with a multitude of police and military troops, were very busy at a blacked out White House. I just watched everyone in the White House arrested, declared an unnamed person doing one of the two videos shown below. And I'll show you that in just a moment. See, even though the mass media has refused to report it, the U.S. has been functioning under martial law since Saturday, January 9th. An interim military U.S. government was actually running the U.S., and they saw President Biden as a treasonous agent. Well, of course, remember the Act of 1871. Right after Civil War, we had no money, and the Rockefellers, I think, pushed through, the bankers, the treasonous Act of 1871 through Congress, which made the United States, D.C. was a corporation. And we've been operating as a corporation ever since. And so the District of Columbia is a foreign area right now. A few days before Joe Biden's inauguration, and due to foreign interference in the 2020 presidential election, Trump had instigated the Insurrection Act, declared martial law, and deferred his power to the U.S. military. So yeah, the military's been running things, and they have not had communications with the Biden administration ever. I don't think they ever did. I think at one point they did back in December, and then they stopped. Early Monday morning, 25th of January, between 3 and 6 a.m., a blackout occurred in Washington, D.C., around the White House. According to two separate videos taped at the scene, police and U.S. troops were everywhere in the darkness. Military vans, buses, and police cars pulled up to the White House, loaded passengers, took them down the road and across a bridge, and then some vans came back empty to do a repeat. Mustang Medics recording showed many buses and vans, some marked as military, entering the Capitol grounds. Several people were taped getting out of their cars, showing IDs to guards, and then walking into the grounds. When it was over and seemingly on cue, fireworks lit up the sky. Reports from those on the ground claimed that by later that day, the White House was closed up tight and remained so as of right now. Evidently, Biden's team was not in the White House, but detained and arrested behind the scenes. The U.S. military was expected to have arrested Harris on charges of treason while invoking the 25th Amendment on Biden because of his dementia and subsequently inability to hold office. The deep state had plans to invoke the 25th on Biden, but Harris in his place and Pelosi as VP. Not going to happen. On Friday, January 22nd, a 107 reported that the U.S. interim military government was about to arrest Joe Biden and his traitor deep state politicians in D.C. Crimes of these elite politicians have recently been exposed, from findings of the Russia hoax, Mueller probe, impeachments of Trump, and Obamagate. It was reported that to date, 260 global elites have been served. The deal that they got was that if they gave information that was useful, they could have a better death or a jail cell for life. Obama gave up Michelle and then breached his warrant. It was likely that rolling blackouts would occur in the other areas of this country as arrests were being made. Communications would be cut off for a short period of time. There's some mayors, governors, and judges out there with their names on some of the over 222,286 sealed indictments filed in federal courts across the nation since Trump took office in 2016. On Tuesday, 26th of January, from about 11 a.m. to about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there were massive internet and network outages on the East Coast. said to be a cover for special operation units making arrests of deep state bad guys. Okay, Simon Parks reported this on his website that Verizon had all of these outages up and down the eastern seaboard. And that's unusual. So that is a fact. Soon the emergency broadcast system would be activated to announce all the military would then produce all TV programming for at least the next 72 hours filled with videos of political elites, tribunals accompanied by 7 messages from Trump. The networks have already been informed that they could be criminally liable if they didn't allow the feed to air. With global financial markets imploding on Wednesday, January 27th, the worldwide global currency reset was set to take place. Sunday, January 31st was Freedom Day as per Trump's executive order signed on July 4th, 2020. Last Thursday, January 21st, 2 Baghdad suicide bombers killed 32 and seriously injured dozens of others. That was reported to be deep state Iranian ISIS retaliation for the GCR being pushed out in Iraq and globally. Since Saturday, the 9th of January, the U.S. has been under an abbreviated martial law. The 10 miles of Washington, D.C., White House, and the Capitol building was secured with barbed wire fences and over 30,000 troops. The U.S. military would control all assets, taxpayer dollars, conduct a return to a gold asset-backed dollar, and ensure the republic would be restored to elements of the original Constitution as written prior to 1871. The 2 governments ruling the U.S. right now, number 1 is a legitimate interim military U.S. government empowered by the Constitution and the Department of Defense under Military Code 11.3. Now remember, 11.3 was the first marker in the Q posts. And 2, an illegal, fraudulent, foreign-paid, foreign-controlled on the foreign ground of the District of Columbia Biden administration. Okay, so I'm going to show the 2 videos of the blackout in D.C. and then all the police and buses pulling up to the Congress and then coming out with people inside and then rolling back through again. This is crazy. So I can't confirm any of this. I don't know if this is, I guess we'll have to wait and see if our military announces anything. Okay.
About 2 hours ago, see this shit. Which, that's pretty fucking crazy. That lasted for about 2 hours, and we watch all these fucking cop cars go in this big loop. They do it like 4 different times. Pull off, go across the bridge over here. You can see them all with the sirens on going across the bridge. Come back, do the same thing. During all that, 3 buses get escorted in. Lots of police just everywhere. You can see all around the city, fucking police. I watched that for the last 2 hours, talking shit, and then it all goes dark, gets back to normal while shit's pulling off, and then we get this shit, out of fucking nowhere. And this was one of the, it's one of the things that QAnon would post. He'd say, when it's all said and done, look up at the night sky, or something like that.
You don't think they're throwing a party?
They're not throwing a fucking Biden party. I'm telling you, I just watched everybody in the White House get arrested.
Houses or condos or whatever they are. What could this be? I can't figure it out. From what I understand, that this is, again, this is called chatter because I've only heard it online and I can't back it up with multiple sources. But this whole operation was set up to let them commit treason so they would certify an election that constitutionally cannot be certified. And all of the people that created treason, does anybody know how many indictments have been created? There's guys in those vans. Look at this. And what's bizarre is all the buses are different different companies. Adventure Tours, Flixbus, Newton's. We got Enterprise trucks. And then we got these really weird buses right here. I've never seen a bus like that. Has any of you? It's different states. Still, isn't it bizarre? Military operations usually are just a bunch of the same thing, right? All right, we got 539 people looking through my little lens here. All right, let's take a vote. How many of you guys want me to see if I can move around and possibly be lose the feed because nobody's bothering me here, or should I just stay put and just watch all this activity in front of the Capitol? Military buses, thank you. Closer? Be careful. Thanks a lot. Yes. Just stay and watch. Stay out. Military transports. Stay put. All right, I'll stay put. Thank you guys. I got the feedback. And there's my suspicious white vans that I've been following for 2 weeks. Well, they were not 2 weeks. Right when they announced that President Trump used the Insurrection Act, these vans were driving through with 2 vans, 3 police cars, 2 vans, 3 police cars, 2 vans, 3 police cars, and they were all Capitol Police, and they were always moving in groups. Checkmate. Get off my lawn. Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. Shane Engler, thank you very much. Keep it up. Yeah, thank you. Again, they didn't. American flags on a Cadillac. They got out with their coffees, completely ignoring me, and are walking in. Is this pretty hot, guys? 4,000 people watching right now. Guys, straight up, I've been a non-essential worker for like a year, and I am trying to support my girls and become a journalist in like 2 weeks, and I think I'm getting really historic stuff. So if you guys would donate a little bit of money to me to support me and continue to do, I kind of feel like I'm risking my life right now. I'd be very grateful if all of you gave me $10. That would be amazing. At 4,000 viewers, 4,100. This is the cap. Thank you. Duke, thank you again for 2 donations of $100, Duke. Very generous, and I really appreciate that. And my 15-year-old daughter and my 14-year-old daughter, Sarah and Rachel, appreciate that too. This car is freaking me out. Does anybody have an opinion on this car? Thank you, Jasmine Cox. Does anybody have an opinion on this? Thank you, Stash. What is this car about? What is this car about, you think? What could be going on? This is amazing. I really think I am the only person out here filming. There's no press anywhere. We got some kind of Cadillac limo here with American flags on the hood coming out. Who's got an idea of what's going on here? Does anybody have an idea? Looks like a normal mafia car with flags on it. You crack me up. I don't know who they are. They got a driver. They got out of the back. He's looking at me. And nobody is telling me to go away right now. Is this legal, guys? Would somebody tell me that, please? I feel I've been out and working a while. Yeah, deep fried Ohio gravy. Thank you very much, lovely lady, for the donation. Thank you, Raquel J. Large Paul, I like your key image. Very nice, Donald Trump. And R. Heath, again, $49 or $50 donation. I really am very grateful, guys. And of course, back to Duke, for your 2 donations. Jay Collins, thank you for your donation. Thank you for your 2 donations.
Sometimes bad guys don't think far enough ahead. They don't understand that just because we as the great American people, as big as we are on the whole planet, have this one central location that is representative of us, it's still only representative. America is a lot bigger than just one little tiny speck on the freaking planet. This city here, this centralized city, may represent America right up until it doesn't represent America. It has to be this tough. It got this screwed up because people forgot how easily an enemy can come in by subversion, by misdirection, by lies, through treasonous traitors, through bribery, through blackmail, honeypots, every way you can do it to get control of a country, to get control of people. Those honeypots with the young girls and older men, those managed things, whether it be Epstein or somebody else. You've seen them. You know what we're talking about. Grow up. They're real, and you know they're real. These people have been bought off. They're looking for personal gain. And they're in positions of power and authority over the whole country. And you, every one of you, are being called on. Take a deep breath. All you have to do is hold your ground. They're the ones that are self-isolating. They're not coming for you where you're at. They're going to self-isolate and try to digitally control you. It's not real. They're going to stop you from talking. Now I'm going to talk to my neighbor. I'm going to talk to you, Michael. But we're all going to stay on the same page. We're all going to stay on the same ship. Where we go one, we go all. Take a deep breath. As dark as it may appear, the reality is we've got this. One thing about the game of chess is the game doesn't just go on forever. It has a limited number of moves. And the further into the game you get, the less potential moves that are available to both sides. The game becomes more condensed as it goes on to a final checkmate conclusion. They're playing their hand, we're playing ours. We have the high ground. We have the numbers. We have control of the guts of the ship. We have the moral authority, and the people know it. And no matter how loudly they scream, it doesn't matter. Because in the soul of every person in your audience right now, they all know I'm telling you the truth. What they have to do is take a deep breath, reach down deep inside themselves. If you see somebody beside you and they got their head up their fucking ass and they're about to expire because they haven't got oxygen there, try to get them to pull it out. There is a large number of people, no matter what you do, they've decided this is the route they're going. They're vested. They can't see any other option. They're going to go full retard. You're just going to have to watch and let them expire to what they're going to do. We don't have to even lift a finger. That's part of the thing. Everybody is, I got to get, some kind of weapons and stuff to take care of myself, protect myself. There isn't enough of them, honestly. What they're really scared about is that their numbers aren't even as deep as they think they might be. They think they might have 20%. Half of that 20% that's remaining is going to wake up. As much as they might not like and be in full Trump derangement syndrome, they're not going to go full commie. These people think they will. It's not happening because we're American. And there's a soul here. There's a religious revival taking place in the American people. Literally, they're calling on God. And that's the part they can't get. It doesn't show up in an AI. It doesn't show up in a computer program. It doesn't show up in a movie. But it's there. It's real. And they can't calculate for it. They can't see it. It'll make their brains explode. Relax, stay calm, stay focused, hold the ground. No, that's all you have to say. Not here, not happening. And then let our guys do their work. As they expose themselves, show who they really are, all the way to the core of their being, and enjoy the show.
Fake it, fake it, fake it.
Wanted to thank you for watching my videos and supporting this channel. And if you're interested in donating to the channel, there's a PayPal link in the description below. And again, thank you so much for your support.